Okay, it looks like I'm live. Nobody here yet, which is expected. I'm only a few minutes early. And I'm unprepared. Let's see. Viewer activity. Oh, yeah, okay. Stream settings, analytics. Current viewers. Okay. Let's see. I don't have the spreadsheet up. Let me bring up my spreadsheet. Been 2 weeks. Let's see. Where do I put... I've got to remember what file I put this in. Did I have a separate file for my scores for playing the Ghost? Yeah, I did right here. There we go. There, now those are the scores. Okay. So this was the last game that I played against the Ghost. Oh, and I won 147 to 100. But I'm behind the Ghost. Ghost is ahead of me 4-3 in games. Let's clear these scores. But if you look at the top left part of the screen, you can see something new. High run 206. Let me go into YouTube, see if there's anybody here. And go to view your channel. Live. It is Monday, isn't it? I lost track. Yes, it is Monday, March 16th. Nobody here. Oop, let's shut that off. Yeah, there's nobody here yet. So I'm unorganized. We're just fooling around for a little bit. Some people might start tuning in. I'm going to play the Ghost. I'm kind of out of sorts. I got back home Wednesday, and I'm sure everyone knows I didn't say where I was going, but we did good. John did good. So we're talking about it now. I spent a week at John Schmidt's house again, and after a week, he ran 820 balls. Videos on YouTube. I'm going to bring up his stats and talk him out a little bit. Solar Dale's here. How you doing, Dale? Let's see. I've got that spreadsheet. I think I can open another one on top of it. John's runs is this. Does that affect that? Apparently not. Okay. So let me go to, let's see, how am I going to do this? I can go to, give me a second. Let me duplicate this. Where's duplicate? Oh, copy. Copy. And then paste, duplicate. We're going to change this one to John's runs. Expand. Oops. Nope. That. We want to do this. Yeah. Okay. This is a spreadsheet I made because I tracked all of John Schmidt's innings, and I thought you guys would be interested in seeing this. John's goal for the week was to see if he could maintain a 100-point BPI or higher. And I've talked about BPI a lot on my channel for a long time. My average BPI was a little below 20, and then I got it above 20, about 25. Right now, my goal is a 30 BPI. I've achieved that sometimes, but not consistently yet. And that's kind of what playing the Ghost is like. I mean, you're going to beat the Ghost, you got to have a 25 or better BPI over 4 innings. So that's really, you got to perform a little bit. That's a piece of cake for John. He scores a 100-ball run on average every third inning or more. And that's what I wanted to kind of talk about a little bit. Let me see if anybody, let me switch over to here. Dale is here, not many other people. Yeah. So I just wanted to talk about this. This is John's performance over the week. He had not played hardly at all and had just had his pool table recovered. And he's got 2 sets of rails, one for one pocket, tighter pockets, and one for straight pool. So he had the straight pool rails on, which is 5-inch pockets. But he hadn't been playing very much. He played a couple times on a tighter table the previous week. But so you can see the first day was Wednesday last week, March 4th. and put in a lot of innings because he was just getting back in stroke. And you can see there, I mean, even though he hadn't been playing much, his first 2 innings were both centuries. Like I said, he just runs 100 almost every time. But then there was a bunch of fooling around and weaker, lower scoring innings. Managed a couple more centuries, and then finally put together 4 innings in a row, all over 100. 141, 116, 212, 251. That's pretty freaking strong. But that was his first day really putting in a lot of hours playing. Before that, he'd go out there once or twice a week and run, just shoot 3 innings or something like that. But so even then, over 19 innings, that's an 84 BPI. I mean, my goal is a consistent 30 BPI. He ran at 84 BPI. And the last time I measured him was in Calgary, I think a couple of years ago. He played for 5 days on a 5-inch pocket table. And over 5 days, his BPI was 95. And I had told him that, and he was like, I think I can do better than that. So that's what this goal this week was for him was, can I play for a week and over the whole week still get over 100 BPI? That's elite level. I've tracked a few other pros, and nobody else has done better. The next best pro is Jason Shaw over a week at the Legends pool table, including his 832 ball run. He was a 75 BPI. John was 20 points higher than that in Calgary. And then last week on this table, which was just set up perfectly for straight pool, 5-inch pockets, and the donuts for racking. So he's getting a perfect rack every time. So that was the first day. Second day, didn't do great. Only 4 runs over 100 out of 16, and that's the lowest BPI of the week. The third day, look at that. 10 innings in a row, all under 100. He wasn't feeling very good. But he was like, let me do one more inning, and he ran 512. So that 512 rescued the BPI for that day and got it to 110. So those 3 days were kind of John getting back in stroke. By the way, ask any questions. If you have any questions, type them in before I play. And then the next day, he played a bunch of innings, 16 innings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 16 innings over 100. So still not great, but getting there, and finished out with a 337. I find this interesting because a lot of times my sessions have been similar in, not the same numbers, but similar in that it'll be 10, 15, 20 innings of just crappy numbers and then 100. You know what I mean? Just a lot of feeling things out and fooling around, and then you finally start playing really well. And so, that's natural. I think that's a natural thing that happens. And John was doing that too. Look at Friday. No good runs until the 11th inning, and then he pops off a 512. So the goal of playing good pool in general and playing good straight pool is a consistent BPI, a more consistent runs where you don't struggle and then run a good number. You run good numbers every inning, and that's the lesson that I took away from that week, and that's what I was trying to do before I went as well. But John does that. So then Sunday, look at Sunday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 12 innings. Half of his innings all over 100. No, the lowest run, he had 1 bad inning of 14. And that's his highest BPI, second highest BPI of the week. 132 balls per inning. I don't know of any other pros who can do that. The level of consistency, every time he sets up a break shot for the first time, he's running into the 60s, 70s, 80s. And then a lot of those become centuries or higher. So similar thing on Saturday, only 2 out of 10 innings. I'm assuming everybody can hear me. My microphone's working, isn't it? Yeah, it seems. Only 2 out of 10 innings over 100. So a little bit of struggling there too, but the same pattern, a little bit of struggling, and then pops off a 448. It seems like it's just kind of a getting in touch with the table, getting in tune and getting calm mentally and just deciding that you're going to do this thing. You see the same thing with Jason Shaw. Both of his high runs came at the end of 5 to 7 days of play. It just takes time to kind of get in that mode where you just become a pool shooting, a ball pocketing machine. So I find that really interesting. Love One Pocket. Do you have commentary on some of those runs? We do selective analysis later on a couple racks. Well, I already did put one of his racks from his 820 was up yesterday on my Rack of the Week series. And I'll do more of them. John and I have talked about doing commentary on the 820. And that's going to take a little bit of doing because it's almost 4 hours. So we've got to set up a remote system with a microphone, and because he's in Wyoming and I'm in Arizona. Or the next time he comes around, which will be sometime, probably a few months at least, we'll do a voiceover together here on my computer. So one of the two, we'll figure it out. I think there's been several people who have asked for that. But there's a good question too. We could do commentary on a shorter run that's only 2 hours long, like a commentary on the 337 or the 512. It would be no less interesting or informative for people who are trying to learn straight pull, because those racks are just have just as much quality in them as the 820. It's interesting because I put up the short today at 546. John didn't have a shot. If it was a tournament match, he's playing safe. And he kicked 2 rails that made a 4-ball combination. And that's what it made it possible to continue. So essentially what he did is he stacked a 300-ball something run on top of a 547-ball run and put them together with that shot. And that's what happens sometimes. That's absolutely what happened with Jason Shaw's 832, because there was no less than, I think, 3 shots where he was dead in the water and pulled something out of his butt. Which I'm not criticizing him. That's what you got to do. If you don't have a shot, you got to come up with something. So he's able to link a few really good runs together to get a longer one. And that might be the only way to do it. Now, John's 626, there was only one crazy shot, and it wasn't all that crazy. It was just kind of off-angle carom. And it was after he had gone over 526, over Mosconi's record. So I don't know. I'm going to make a video about that. That's the debate. What's the right way to play straight pull? And I think I know what the right way is, because I've got a course on my website that teaches it, which is pretty much 95% what I've learned from John Schmidt. And that's what you see throughout the 820 ball run that John made. Just playing the right way. Just occasionally there's instances where he had to do something. And he actually made a decision before that day. He said, anymore, if I get into a little bit of a tough spot in a tough rack, I'm going to play a Jason Shaw shot. I'm just going to smash into him and see if that doesn't turn the luck. And he did that a few times, and it worked out that he was able to then instantly switch back into shooting the right way and clear the rack and continue the run. So maybe the right way to play for a solo high run attempt is kind of a combination. I don't know. So, yeah, we'll do some commentary. And then Tuesday, he was just on fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 9 runs. That's over 50% of his runs were centuries. His lowest run is 41, BPI of 217. Now, that BPI got pumped way up because of the 820. Let's look at it. 1,525 balls. So if you subtract the 820 and then divide by 6 innings instead of 7 innings, that's still a 117.5 BPI before the 820 ball run. Same thing. And then on the very bottom right, you see week totals, 8,777 balls, pocketed 83 innings. So that's obviously over 10, over 100, 105.7 BPI. I'd like to see any other pro do that. I mean, that's not just one lucky inning. That's not just one lucky day. That's a week of playing, 83 innings. I'm not saying nobody else can do it. I think Filler might be able to do it. Thorsten might. But, I mean, it just takes a lot of determination. At the end of that week, John was just ready to take a nap for a week. It's a lot of work, physically and mentally. And then I wanted to say, okay, 8,777 balls. If you subtract the 820 and divide by 82 innings, that's a 97 BPI. So he needed a big run at the end to go over 100 for the week. But 97 BPI, that he did 95 BPI in Calgary. So we've got 2 examples of 95 BPI without a monster run. I mean, that's incredible. That's an incredible statistic. Great channel, only one out there. Great. What is the equation in your spreadsheet for average high run? So the average high run, I did a cumulative. So in other words, the 244 average high run on Tuesday, that's taking 251 plus 237 divided by 2 is 244. And then I add 512, divide by 3, and you get 252. Oop, that didn't work. Oh, I got to go. 251 plus 237 plus 512 equals divided by 3. 333.3. So it's a cumulative. You just take the high run in each day, and then you add them all up and divide by the number of days, and that's how you get the average high run. So that's really impressive also. Let's take, let me add them up. 251 plus 237 plus 512 plus 337 plus 280 plus 448 plus, now on the final day, instead of 820, I'll use the 197 as the high run, divided by 7. So his average high run without the 820, his average high run over a week is 323 balls. I mean, this is elite numbers. There's nobody on the planet, I think, that does this. But we don't have any other data from any other players. So, but I mean, that's I don't know if that's a hell of a goal for anyone else to aim for. But this shows, in my opinion, this shows why straight pool's the best game. You can't do this with 9-ball. I mean, it's just not possible because of the luck factor on the break shot in 9-ball. You know, Earl ran, 9 or 10 racks, or was it 11 racks in a row? But it was on an easier table, and it was 1 ball on the spot and wood racked. I mean, it's just a different... just straight pool is a different animal. It's just that there's no other game that lets you continue to pocket balls. There's never a break shot where you're taking ball in hand behind the head string and smashing them. It's the break shots in straight pool every 14 shots is a regular pool shot, but you got to smash open the rack or at least nudge open the rack to continue. There's no other game that tests you like this, that says, okay, you shoot until you die. Literally, just keep shooting until you die. There's no other game that does that. That's why I think it's the best game. It's the hardest game because it's so challenging. All right, anyway. Nobody's watching. No one cares. Well, it's sad. You know, straight pool is my favorite game, and my camera quit. Oh, maybe that just locked up on my web browser. Oh, it's still working. Okay. Sorry, it looked like it was locked up for everyone. It was only locked up for me. You know, I'm semi-retired. My 9-ball and 8-ball days are over. I'm 64. I've played more 9-ball and 8-ball than anything else over 30 years of playing as an adult. And I you know, it was fun, but straight pool has always been my favorite game since day one. And so I'll still play 9-ball or 10-ball or 1 pocket. I love 1 pocket, but I don't get to play it. But being retired, it gives me an advantage because I don't care. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. And anyone who doesn't like it, don't watch. Go watch someone play 9-ball. I couldn't care less. I'm playing straight pool. It's the best game. I don't care what you think. That's my channel. And I've decided that a long time ago because I could change the focus of my channel to 9-ball or something else, or I could talk about 1 pocket a lot more and talk about 9-ball or 10-ball a lot more and 8-ball. And frankly, that's where the viewers are. I know I'm in the vast minority. Most people don't give 2 hoots about straight pool. They don't even know what it is. They just want to play 8-ball, and they want to play ultimate pool and these luck games. And I could have a YouTube channel that grows twice as fast if I cared about that, and I don't. So maybe I should do that. Go after the money and just start talking about 9-ball all the time. I don't know. I'm not going to. My focus is straight pool. I wanted to say this. I got back from Wyoming last Thursday, and I've been nonstop making videos since then. By the way, top left corner of the screen, I finally got over 200, 206. Now, I did it on John's table, which is an easier table, 5-inch pockets. But when I was in Denver, I played 3, 4, 5 times a week on a Brunswick Gold Crown with 5-inch pockets, just as easy. And I didn't have the donuts for racking, and the balls weren't as clean. John is really fastidious about clean balls. So the table was just ideal. But last year I tried, and my high run was 189 on this table, and I missed a shot that I could have gone over. So I was really focused on that, on getting there. And the reason that run was 206 is because I got to the break shot on 14 racks, shot in 197. And it wasn't that easy of a break shot, but it wasn't that hard. And I shot that shot well. I didn't overpower it, but I didn't baby it. I made it, and I got enough balls open. It was fine. But as soon as I made that break shot, my mind switched off. And I said, God dang it, I want to get to 200. I need 3 more balls. Let me just make 3 balls. So I shot the wrong shots to keep the run going. I had a ball hanging in the draws. I shot one shot and just came over to try and make the ball that was hanging and have the other one fall in, which I did, which got me to 200. But then I didn't have an easy shot. I had all the problems I left on the table because I shot the wrong shots. And John said he did the same thing the first time he went over 200. But he's gone over, since then, he's gone over 200 hundreds of times. I've only done it once. But I want to keep working on it. I want to keep doing it because my table behind me is harder than that. It's 4.5-inch pockets. My high run on the table behind me is 198. So I can do it. Not going to say it's going to be easy. I might fail miserably tonight. It's possible, but it's a harder challenge. Just marginally harder, but I'm going to keep trying to do it. And I want to keep playing straight pool if I get there, and instead of my brain switching off. I want to shoot the correct shot to keep the run going past what would be the next one. 208 would be the next rack. 8, whatever it is. 210 would be the next rack. So that's my goal. And that's why I'm going to keep doing this, playing the Ghost, and I'll do other challenges as well. But what I wanted to say is I got back from Wyoming on Thursday, nonstop. This is what happened to me last year. I overstressed myself, and I between June and November last year, I just worked too hard, and I worked myself to the bone, and I was a vegetable afterwards. So I'm not going to do that. I started getting too stressed out just these last 4 days because I put up my 206, John's 626, and the 820, and a short, and the rack of the week, and I got another short. There was like 5 or 6 videos I was working on, plus other things, plus shipping stuff, and I was getting stressed out. So what I'm telling you is I'm only going to do this, playing the Ghost, once a week. I put together my to-do lists after I got back, and it's too long. There's too much on it. And a lot of it is, I got to continue my bath remodel. I got yard work, taxes. I got other things to do. And I'm not going to stress myself out this time. It's not worth it. I'm semi-retired. I don't need to do that. So I still have a goal to run over $200 on this table behind me. And I hope I perform good tonight. But that's where I'm at. I'm going to start posting to my Patreon and YouTube supporters the way that I'm supposed to, which is 3 or 4 times a week, which I haven't been doing, but I'm back on track with that starting today. And once a week with this Ghost, and then my videos, but I'm not going to stress myself out. So let's see what people are saying here. What do you think a 600 Fargo player's average would be in a 14-1 over a week? Yes, 15 BPI. Talk to Chris Sharier. I wonder if he's on. I don't see him. I don't know what his BPI is over a long period of time. It was higher when he had his 8-foot. He's like a 640, I think, something around there. And he's trying to run 100 for the first time, and his BPI is probably a little bit under 20. And but he's working on it, and that's his goal as well. If you want to improve, you don't aim. If you want to run 100 for the first time, it seems paradoxical. You don't aim for 100. You need to aim for 25 BPI or 20 BPI. because you don't want to shoot 30 crappy innings and then run a 101. That won't feel good. It'll feel lucky. But if you get a 20 BPI, then you're going to be scoring 60 ball, 70 ball, 80 ball runs kind of consistently. And then when you get your first 100, it'll turn into 130. And you'll be like, yeah, of course. Because now you're playing straight pool consistently. It's not a lucky thing that happened just one time. And that's the way I feel about going over 200. I want to run over 200 a few more times because I don't want to be 80 years old saying, yeah, I ran 200 once. I want to be able to say, yeah, I was a 200 ball runner when I was playing good. So that's still the goal. It would be about, the answer to your question is yes, about 15. It can vary, but you've got to measure your BPI over a longer period of time. Look how much John's BPI fluctuated over just 1 week. So you got to measure it over a longer period of time, and then try to angle it. Get your BPI to go up on a rise. So that's what my goal is right now, is 30 BPI. All right, 8 Ball's lame. Congratulations. Congrats on your 200 run. John's the best pro player. Yeah, he told me some stories about his golf. He said he's a better golfer than he was a pool player at his peak. That's saying something. All right. So I need to play the Ghost, and I haven't been playing since I got home. I played a couple times, and then I tried to play a couple times today. I didn't do all that well. I'm going to try hard for you. Let me turn this thing off. I'm going to try hard for you. I'm going to play the Ghost once because I'm just not in stroke. And so it's likely I'm going to lose to the Ghost, but we'll see if I can win. And only got to do 25 BPI over 4 innings, and I win. But we'll see what happens. And but between now and next Monday, I'm going to have a lot more time to practice on my home table, get used to my table again, and hopefully I'll be able to go over. Let me grab a can of water. Nobody's saying much, and we're just going to do a quick one. Let me switch microphones, and we're going to do this. Okay, let's tune this. Leave that on, turn this off, and switch microphones. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, the legs aren't working too good yet. All right. I did clean the balls. They're freshly clean. So we're good to go. Okay, let's see. Where do I want to do? Oh, turn that off. All right, is the microphone working? Yeah, let me turn on some music for me. Echo. Play Tangerine Dream.
Shuffling Tangerine Dream and similar artists
Okay.
on Amazon Music.
I've got 4 innings to get 100. Oh, let's see if I can do it. I'm going to play slow and deliberate because I haven't played much since I got back. That's not an excuse. Let's see if we can get her done. I like this cue ball hitting the 6 instead of finding a lane to come way up table. Fortunately, the 15 doesn't go. All right. Oh, okay, here we go. Don't get me straight. All right, freeze on the... Ooh, that went farther than I want. Okay, gotta get in touch with the speed on the table. All right, come on, let's see. It goes from cue ball movement. I can't see it yet. Okay. Suppose I could come that way. Still got the 4. All right. Not a great shot. I'm going to get back in the swing of things here. That was not very good. Okay, let's see. Do that. That would be all right. Yeah, I almost want to nudge that 13-2 right now, but I have no shot afterwards, so can't do that. And take my time. Oop. I want to leave the 3 for a break ball. Need to nudge those, but I don't have insurance to do that, so I'm trying to figure this out. Well, unless if I nudge it and then get a shot on the 2, that's being very hopeful. Or I can play down here short side on those balls. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what I get here. I'm out of the groove here. Well, I can kind of go. Well, not really. No, I'm not going to do that. Kind of gave the 13-2 open. Well, I guess I got to not worry about that 3. That means I got to come back here. Yeah, that 13-2 is going to kill me. I just didn't see a good way to get at it. I overdid it. Now it's going to be a long shot to get there. And I bumped them, so now they don't both go. Only one goes, but I don't know which one. God darn it. One of them's got to go. I guess it's the 2. Yeah, I think the 2 ball goes. I mean, it's almost lined up. I guess you could play the Karen as well. But I'm not going to. God, they weren't frozen, and I nudged it and froze one. Yeah, the 2 ball goes, but can I get the cue ball over there well enough to have a good shot on it? That increases the difficulty of the 3 ball. I like it because then I might be able to use a 13 as a break shot. Okay, 3 ball. Oh, I missed the 3. God darn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I got 8. And it's so weird because a rack like that, I mean, it would have been, if those 2 balls weren't tied up, they'd been so simple. So I gotta get better at not allowing a rack like that to stop me because I should have been able to handle that. Oh, and I gotta bring up Chris's scorekeeper as well. 1 second. Let me get that guy up here. for the first inning. And over here. Something ain't there. Okay. Well, let's do better. I thought I had that rack in hand. The two balls stopped me. Oh, I hit the one ball wrong. I hit the bottom of it and came down here. If I hit the other side, I got shots in every direction. So I just underdid that shot a little bit. Okay. Or overdid it. Okay. Give me an easy shot to start. Thank you. Stop. Okay. No problem. Yeah. See, that's why you don't do that stuff. Thought I was going to nudge the 10 and have the 15. Luckily, I have the 7 to bail me out, but that's why you don't do that. I need an angle there. Okay, a little better there, a little better. Oh, whoa! Jesus. How did it go so far? There. One shaky rack, but we'll take it. Let's see. That corner ball went in and the 9 didn't come out. Okay. With 7. Oh. Jeez Louise. Hitting the balls too hard. Yeah, I got all the timid. I hit that terrible. I'm supposed to be way up here. Now I gotta go through it. Yeah, that's about right. I didn't get the right shot. I'm supposed to get a shot on the 12, so I can do that and have the other ball at me, and I didn't do it. I didn't get there. Now I gotta pull a shot out of my hat. All right. Whew. Okay. 12 out of the rack? Oh yeah, 12's way up. Well, yeah, it's out of the rack. 15, okay. All right, we're right up in the briar patch. I want to go like this. Bang, 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 bang. Think this. Nope. Well, I can play it for both. No, that's not good. I got too much angle for the side and the wrong angle for the corner. So, all right. Yeah, wouldn't you know it, I got two straight. Well, not bad. See me reach into the pocket because John's table is drop pockets. Okay, well that's an interesting break shot because you can't do the normal thing with the cue ball. I'm gonna take a second to look at this before I hit it. Near side of the rack and close. Yeah, the cue ball's hitting the far side of the one ball. So that's, if you try to go top left, you're going to go right in the hole because it's hitting the far side of the one. It's going to carry on. I'm going to draw the ball. So bottom right, what I think we're going to see is curve to the rail and spin out like that. But I don't know. I'll tell you this though, the rack is going to open up. No! I didn't draw it. I just stunned it. I didn't draw it. Ah, crap. I didn't draw the ball. And frankly, top spin is going to do the exact same thing you just saw. You need to draw it, and I didn't draw it. Okay. I don't have any excuse. I feel comfortable. I feel fine. It's just that I haven't been playing on this table, so I just need to get the hell over it. That's all. Okay. All right, inning 3. Come on, I want to beat the Ghost. I want to leave tied with the Ghost 4-4. Love that cue ball that backs up and burrows. 4 ball. Next. Actually, the 1 ball's okay. Just got to be able to get around this 13. It's soft. Okay, I think the 2 ball goes, so. Go this way. I needed to be straight on the 9 because these balls go that way. So I mucked that up as well. Okay. I just wanted to hit the 14 and not touch the 15. Okay. Oh, they wired up almost. Okay, so let's see. Get the right angle. Needed to be down here, and I got the wrong angle. Do I play for the 14? I'm going to have to glance this and bump the 6 and play position on the 6 because I'm not going to have either of those other balls. Wrong angle on the 14 makes it even worse. That's all I can do. 15 moves, which it goes inside, so maybe. All right, 10 ball. So I need left English. Throw it a little. I think I'll have the 6. Yeah, nothing to worry about. Okay. Don't tie up, it's my only chance. Side pocket balls. Oh, Bob. See, that's just carelessness. It's nothing else. That's all it is. That's just carelessness. Well, I did the same thing. Let me just work this out because that's the kind of stuff you can't even have any hope of having a 30 BPI if you don't have that ironed out. Okay. Well, I did it. Now I got to run 70 balls on my last inning. That's the consistency. It's all about consistency. And the root of consistency is your physical process, which is what most people focus on. Of course, I have for 4 years. But you've got to have a consistent mental process to go with it. So that was, yeah, that's an unforced error and a half there. What did I do, 15? Well, I only need 49. But that's a lot, considering how I'm playing right there. Cue ball made it through traffic. That's not good. I got bailed out, but that's not good. Soft. I didn't give myself an angle to bump the 3. You're too far. I'll play a better cue ball than that. That's a good one. See, I can do it. I can't be talking myself out of this. I can do it. I'm in touch with the speed. It's all right. Only played on this table for 2 years. I didn't come far enough. Need to come farther, 12 and pivot over. Didn't come far enough. Well, maybe I'll break it to 12 instead. Yeah, shoot. Shoot! Messed it up. Get over here. A little farther. See, I hit that bad. Just be out here. And that's okay. But you got to hit them right. If you get lazy, you make a habit out of it. It's just not, you're not going to get anywhere.
When Road Trip Playlist just don't seem to cut it, try Road Trip Podcast on Amazon Music. With millions of podcasts, we got your next trip listening covered. To listen to a favorite podcast, you can always ask Alexa to play your go-to show. Or if you're in the mood to try something, it's on sale. Go to the podcast to discover top shows and start listening now.
Yeah, that was not good. I need to be here, so I'm not elevated over the 5. He's going to go 13 because the 12 gets you right on the 5, and your cue ball comes here, and you're on your break shot. So I messed that up. You need to be in this window here. Okay. This is no joy here. All right, I can go to the corner with the 12. You can elevate, which is dumb. Okay, you got to go with the shot that your highest percentage make is what you got to go with. I'm going to have to go around and land the cue ball right here. Probably. And so I want to try and come farther. Then you got to draw over, and that's touchy. Boy, I hit that way too timid. I didn't come anywhere near the side pocket. But I gave myself a chance at least. What happened? God dang it. Well, that would have gone in on John's table. This table's tougher than that. See, I got half a mind to play the ghost again because that's just terrible play on my part. Jeez. 228, that's the best I can do tonight. Yeah, and it's just, just didn't play. I've been making videos all week. For the last 5 days, I haven't been playing. I'm not happy about that. All right, I officially lost to the Ghost. The Ghost is ahead of me 6-4, going to 10. I'm going to hit end inning and save it, because that's what I did. Only 79 points. Save daily report. Okay. All right. I'm turning these off. I'm going to turn this thing off here. I just want to play. I'm just going to play 1 or 2 more innings. Because I'm out of stroke. If you want to keep score, fine. But I'm not keeping score. This is not the Ghost. This is me trying to get back in stroke on my table. Because I mean, next Monday I'm going to be in stroke, but it's just very frustrating to come home and not play anywhere close to what I think I can. Yeah, see, let me just try and work the bugs out here and get going, because I overcooked that break shot, of course. 3. Let me just get the arm loose here. That's definitely the wrong shot, but I'm just getting the arm loose. I know I'm going to have a shot somewhere. Oh, yeah, I got to bump the 10 there. Lovely. I hate that when you hit balls and they still don't separate. I feel a little more comfortable, but when I've declared it doesn't count. Well, I got bad position on that ball. Shot some good shots, and then I totally messed up right there. cue ball hit the point. So I messed up. I'm supposed to bring the cue ball off the 14 all the way up here. Then you shoot the 1 and you go side, side, right to there. So shooting a little fast. I'm just trying to get loose here. If I open the rack from here, I'm gonna go on a highlight reel. God, I'm dead straight. Can't even bank the 6. All right, it's irrelevant because I'm just trying to get loose. I'm not keeping score. I'm not playing the ghost. I'm just trying to see if I can get back in stroke on my table and run a number. Which for me, I'd be happy with like 75. That'd be great. So let me play this rack a little more correctly, if I can. I don't like shooting my key ball off, but that's all right. I got plenty of other ones. Get me straight in on that 12 so I can pick it off. Nice. Now I'm playing careless there. I got too much angle. I just need the cue ball here so I can come off. Terrible, 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 but we'll take it. Okay, we're on one rack. I have to put together at least a few racks tonight. Just gonna mark it right there. I feel like the rhythm is back a little bit. Of course, I overcooked that by a mile. This is not the shot you want. Ugh, 3 ball. Hey, that felt a little better. don't like using the 9 to get on the 1. It's just so hard to get the right angle. I mean, get on the 7. I'd rather use the 1 to slide over. Oh, don't scratch. Yeah, okay. So that's carelessness. I wasn't even trying to hit the rail. I'm just going to come here because it's 7, 11, 4, 1 ball pivot over. See? So that's just carelessness. I didn't get the right angle on the 9. And rather than take just a moment to think about it, I just swung away and scratched. I'm supposed to stand here and visualize it for a second, and then shoot it. Because I can draw the ball here as well. But that's all I want to do. It's all I need to do. 7, 11, 4, 1, pivot over. See? And I didn't come. Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah. Just barely, though. Echo volume 3. So that's unforced error there. I should be on 28 or whatever it is and still shooting. But I made an unforced error, so the clock goes back to 0. That's what straight pull does for you. You have to be consistent in everything you do, or you fail. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 balls. I'm on a 5-ball run, so I want to try and put some racks together. Just out of frustration. Do-do-do-do. That's a mess. $13. Nope, that's not the way I wanted to go. Yeah, this is what happens when you don't hit it right. And I missed. Well, I'm not going to get very far shooting like that. Come on, I got to put together, I have to put together one run before I can go to bed tonight. And I'm seeing what I'm doing too is shooting too fast. Or just not in the right rhythm. I'm rushing some things. Oh boy. Thank you, 7-ball. Maybe not though. Well, doesn't go anywhere. Get locked up unless I bank it. Who wants to start with a bank shot though? All right, I do. Bank the 7. I wanted to get around the 11. Shoot it next. Ugh. Okay, well. Triple combination. Come on, ball. Speed control is off. 15 is in the way of making that combination. I should have looked at that before. I mean, maybe if I miss the 15, it might go, but gee whiz. See, now I got the wrong position. Because I thought I could make that. 11. Yeah, see, I didn't pull the cue ball. Cue ball position, darn it all. All right, 15 goes. Okay. Look at that. Boy, oh boy. If I would have pulled my cue ball, I could have shot the 15 and nudged these and have the 13. Just rushing things. You got to get it right. Don't be rushing them. Don't be a Russian. Be an American. Came too far. Came too far. Okay, both of these go here. Well, on the 50-yard line of doing anything good. Try to punch forward and hit those balls that are going to miss the shot. Now what do I have? It's a tough ball to get the right angle on. Get the wrong angle, you can't do anything. It's a real tough ball. Okay. A little soft, but I got there. All right, so that's a run of 19. Oop, ball missing somewhere. Okay. Jeez. I didn't even hit that hard and it exploded. It's too low. I hit it too hard. I don't have any brake shots. Everything went too far. Yeah. Tried to make a brick ball. That's not good. That's not good. I wanted to draw that a little. Now I want to crash into the 14, which is the wrong shot. You get tied up. Okay. Now I'm 50-yard line. I think I can make the 14. Nah, I probably can't. I'm in the 50-yard line. Come on, get down here. Angle on the 7 to bump the 14 to the 5. I like to bump the 14. It might become a brick ball, but the one ball blocks the 5 from going up here. So I'd have to get a shot on the 7 and the side. No good. Oh, I missed the ball. That's a fundamentals error. I took my eye off the ball. I was carrying into the 5 and I forgot to pocket the ball. All right, well, I feel much better. Let me get one more try to see if I can at least get over 3 reps. Jeez. Nobody will even believe I ran 200 last week playing like this. All right, reset to 0. One more try. Don't bother scorekeeping this, Dale. I'm throwing it away unless I run 100. Look at this. 8 ball. Nope, can't shoot the 8. Nope. Wow. No shot. No shot to speak of, that is. 4 ball prevents me from scratching if I can wiggle the 1 in. 11 ball blocks the 2. God darn it. Amazing how that can happen. 1. Okay. 3 ball break shot's kind of high, but we can't be choosy, can we? I'm still shooting lazy. I gotta stop it. Stop it. Stop shooting so lazy. That was a lazy shot again. I pulled the trigger way too fast. Pay the price for it too. Darn it. Myself up over the 10, 13. Oh, far. Too far again. No good. Jeez. Get the off the rail. Well. One rack. Come on. Gotta at least run 3 racks to save face here. Yeah, I wasn't gonna let that one roll off. I think the 1 ball is a better brick ball than the frickin' 7, so. Come on, that's lazy. What's the matter with you? Okay. One more rack to save face. And then 5 more to get 100. Mark it up. Now I got one of those close break shots again. It's on the near side. Do I want to draw it? I didn't draw it before and I scratched. But this time it's a lot farther from the rack and I'm hitting the near side of the 14. Still like drawing it. But if you're going to draw it, don't be shy. Go ahead and draw it. I missed the goddamn shot. Son of a gun. Ah, I'm so angry. One more try. Why did I miss the shot? Because it's not a 5-inch pocket, that's why. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and do it. I gotta get my confidence going again. Okay. I foul tipped it, but we can start at 14. $15. Ah, get my angle. Hmm. Now, I'm going to have to lay up on the 14, I guess. A good way to get to the 4 at the end, because the 13 is kind of trapped a little. You got to get the cue ball up here. Little bounce will be good, little angle will be good. We'll see if that'll work. One rack. Needed a little more angle on the ball to make it easier. Come on. Straight in again. might just whack them here. I don't have quite enough angle. Come on, baby, get out of there. Thank you. Should shoot that 15, but I like this. I don't have an insurance ball. Little Jason Shaw shot, just hit him hard and hope. Nothing wrong with that once in a while. My best break shot's the 7. I created all kinds of trouble because I did that. I'm sure it's going to be some of this stuff. Okay. Yeah, I should have gone forward, but I didn't want to nick that 7. I had to hit him some speed. I thought I might hook into the 7. Now I got a tougher shot. Not very good. Yeah, I can't hold the cue ball for the 3 there. Darn it. You're too far. Okay. 2 racks again. Can I get there this time? I can't wait till I run 300 on this table. That's doing something. That's doing something. Now I got a more standard break shot. Okay. That's what we like to see. 3 balls up table. Below the rack break shot, 3 balls up table. Clockwork. Like clockwork, it happens. Okay, so I got well, the 4 ball goes, okay. Okay, 4 ball goes, and the 15 is insurance. Okay. 6, 3, 4, nudge with insurance. 15. Side. Went too far. Eight ball. Come on, get over there too. Thank you. I didn't like removing that because 15 leads to the 10, but 10's not a great key ball for the 5. I don't have any good key balls for the 5, actually. Probably the 11. What a dumb mistake. I'm supposed to go forward and I changed my mind and went back. That was a dumbass mistake. Darn it all. What a bonehead shot. 12. All right, I got lucky enough. That was lucky. What I had to do though. All right, which way do I want? Well, it doesn't matter. Come down here anyway. Well, I got to 42. How about that? Should have gone forward on that ball. I had enough angle to go to the rail and come out with follow. I'm not supposed to draw back on that shot. The same mistake I made on this stripe right here. I'm supposed to follow forward 2 rails and I have both of these balls. I'm supposed to follow. That key ball, I'm supposed to go to the rail right here and bounce out with follow. Then I can get over here. All right, let's pop it in anyway. That. We don't like this cue ball, do we? Right on the rail. I thought the cue ball was going to go nowhere because I'm hitting it so soft. Oh well. Six ball. Yeah, baby. Oh, I thought I made it. All right, that's enough. Oh. Well, let's go. There we go. Going on now? Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, that's an excuse. I haven't hardly played for 4 days because, like I said, I've been working on videos. I've been really tired. All right. I had to get that out of my system. That felt good to get that out of my system. Whenever you miss the ghost, yeah, I know that. Oh, okay. He's telling somebody else. Got it. All right. Okay, I'm behind to the ghost 6-4, 4-6, and we're going to 10. And I'm going to be in stroke next week, and I'm going to win the next 6 games and beat the ghost 10-6. Only 3 crap racks? No, I had a lot of crap shit. No, I don't have any excuse because, you know, I know what to do, and I was doing it on some shots. I just wasn't doing it on every shot. So that's what it takes. If you want to run 100 or 200, you got to have a super consistent physical and mental routine that you don't deviate. John Schmidt's got that. He doesn't even have to think about it. He's got it all the time. And that's what you need. That's what I'm working on. All right. I wanted to. All right. Am I back on now? Sorry about that. I don't know when I had it on, and then for some reason it went off. I didn't even touch it. I was saying that I got to beat the Ghost 7 games before it wins 5 to beat the Ghost to 10. But if I play 1 game per week, it's going to take 2 months. I'll probably play 2 games next week, if not 3, but probably 2. But I'm going to be in stroke because I've got my schedule now. I got things laid out, and there's going to be practice every day. So no excuses next Monday. I'm either on it or I'm not. No excuses. All right. That's all for tonight. I'm back. How many of you have watched John Schmidt's 820 ball run? Because that's the right way to play straight pool. Boy, the way he moves his cue ball, the way he sees shots that are open and clears lanes to pockets. I mean, he'll bump the ball 3 inches to clear a lane to a pocket so that 4 shots later, he can shoot a ball and nudge the cluster and he doesn't have to run into anything. Steve Prefontaine says he watched it. Pretty good, huh? You haven't watched it, Dale? Well, it's 4 hours long, but you can break it up if you want, but go watch it. It's amazing. Really, I talked about it already. You guys know the story. I think John's the elite straight pool player in the world right now. But that's, like I said, I want to see Thorsten Homan and Joshua Filler lock themselves in a room for a week. I don't think they're going to. It would be wonderful to see. I don't know what would happen. I don't know. I think those two are capable of doing it, but I don't know. There's no incentive is the problem. We need a millionaire to put up $50,000 for the first person to run 1,000 balls. Wouldn't that be cool? Then you'd see some players trying. Shane might even try again. Yeah, I mean, I hope he breaks Shaw's record too, but I'll be totally honest with you. It's not a goal of his. He's 54. He's got lots of other things to do in his life, kind of like me. I'm semi-retired, and it's just a monumental amount of work. It's a job for a young person to play 10 hours a day for a week with that intensity. It's so tough. Will I be changing my play any after John's? Yeah, I learned, how could I spend a week watching him play and not learn? I sure did. When I spent a week there last week, I learned a ton. and I put it in my online program the right way, and everything in there is good. It's just little fine, subtle things that I saw. Like I would play for a couple hours by myself, and then John would come out and coach me. He's telling me to shoot a different shot 6 times a rack than what I would shoot. He just sees other things. And so I'm trying to open my brain and see more things. If you're a master of the cue ball, you can do that. You can nibble and twirl around the rack and then nudge things. And the whole rack proceeds without a single risky shot. Like even now when I ran 42, I'm bumping into balls, I'm stroking the cue ball and making it go all over the place. And he doesn't have to do that very much. When he needs to do it, he can, but most of the time it's just little controlled shots. It's really beautiful. There's no other game like it. One pockets can be somewhat close sometimes. One pocket and straight pool, you have to be able to control your cue ball way better than you do playing any other game. Maybe 8 ball's close. But that's why one pocket and straight pool are the best games. It's not just about the bravado of shot making. Anybody can make those shots. Can you control the cue ball and make shot after shot after shot after shot after shot? That's what pool's about. It's a precision sport. Anyway, enough of that junk. All right, go watch his 820. And the 626 is on my YouTube channel for free as well. And the 626 in some ways is a better run because it's a clean run, meaning there's only one shot out of 626 balls that he might not have shot during a tournament match. Whereas the 820, there might be 3 or 4, maybe as much. Definitely that 2-rail kick combo. But anyway, it's amazing that you have to run shots initially so as not to get tired later on. It's not really rushing shots. It's just performing a little bit more efficiently. So, for example, when John plays 9-ball, he'll get his chin on his cue, and he'll do 3 to 4 warm-up strokes because the shots are often more longer and more difficult. They take more time. But playing straight pool, his chin is 6-8 inches above the cue or more, and he only takes 2 warm-up strokes. So it's not faster. It's just a little more efficient, so that you can move at a steadier pace. You don't want to shoot fast. You want to shoot at a steady pace. Believe it or not, even though I don't like the way that Jason Shaw goes through racks, he's got the mental game and the rhythm down. Watch it, Jason Shaw's 832. Just steady and calm for 832 shots. That's what it is. It's more it's efficiency and just a calm progression. You can't get excited and like will yourself to make a tough shot the way you do sometimes in 9-ball. It's just got to be a steady flow because you're going to be playing for 4 hours. Anyway, that's my take on it. Okay, I got to go. See you next Monday. And there will be at least 2 videos coming out this week, instructional type stuff. And my next main instructional video is going to be about staying down on the shot. And I don't want to procrastinate where it takes 2 months, 3 months before I release it. I'd like to get it done no more than 2 to 3 weeks. So it's on my schedule. Hopefully I can do that for you guys. Okay, I'm signing off. Good night. If you're going to play straight pool, play it straight.